How the fuck do you go? I just figured out how to get the full screen shit. It's fucking F. There we go. Okay. How to open up a military surplus store. What's up? This is Grunt TV here. Yeah, I already started drinking Johnny Walker Green, the 15-year-old blended Scotch. So yeah, you're gonna get the crash course in this as best as I fucking can while drinking, anyways. Well, hold on. Here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. Because, you know, we're in this huge military-industrial complex that, that the military runs off of. I'm going to show you guys how to make money off of it. I'm going to show you guys how to open up a military surplus store. For dumb people like ground pounders and shit like that, this is basically how to buy a used military Humvee. And fix it up and sell it and flip it for a profit. This is made by Grunt TV 1776. This is for U.S. citizens only. I'm going to be using a lot of military talk and shit and lingo. I'm not going to be getting into it because I don't have time. So you're SOL on that one. Okay. The reason why I'm doing this and the guy that showed me this is that there's a lot of homeless vets. It's because they give up hope and stuff. There's no reason why you guys got to give up hope. There's so many homeless veterans out in the public. Using something as simple as this, using like the internet, you can if you're panhandling right now, you can save up a little bit of money. I'm serious. Go bid on something, win it, sell that for a profit, get that money. Buy another thing, sell it. Keep doing it over and over and over and over and over, and you're gonna have a nice little nest egg for yourself. I'm gonna be going into like all the career fields, like, you know, mechanics and shit like that, to very technical jobs like I had, like with computer network, crypto telephone switching, to the ground pounders and security forces, the shit you can do to make money quick. And and to keep generating more money, so you're not one of these 1 out of 4 homeless people that are veterans out on the street. Because being homeless isn't fucking cool. So yeah, this is for knowledge. This is to help you guys out. So here, I need to give credit where credit's due. I learned this from a fucking ground pounder. I think it's artillery or some shit like that. I forgot what career field, but it wasn't a very technical one. He owns Carolina Military Surplus. He's at 524 South Riley Road, number 103, in Fayetteville, North Carolina. His name is John Silva. He runs a military surplus store. It's extremely highly rated. He goes and explains this to other veterans, but out of all the hundreds of veterans, thousands of veterans that he taught this to, not even single one of them have used this knowledge, and that's what he's giving up. So I decided to see if I can try to take over to make it dumb enough and simple enough that even, like, you know, fucking Marine can do it. So okay, here we go. This is how we start off. What you need to know is if you've been in the military, you know what DRMO is. This is where old shit that the military is gonna throw out or sell for auction go to. It's called DRMO. Military doesn't really throw out things. They send it to these group of people called Supply, and Supply is in charge of DRMO, Defense Reutilization and Marketing Office. What they do is they try to make a little bit of money back of what they put into it, and this is the people that you're gonna be dealing with, and this is the type of stuff you're gonna be going after. It's called DRMO. You just gotta remember that part. Okay, to be or not to be. To be, it's like online or to be physical. They both have their advantages and disadvantages. By running a pure online store, you don't have much overhead. You can do this shit in your underwear at home. It's a simple advertisement. You pay places to advertise your website that preppers go to, shit like that, and you can make a pretty good decent profit of it. Disadvantages: you can't buy shit off the public, and it's pretty tedious to update the website all the time. If you have a little bit more money and a little bit more established, you can open up a physical place. Advantage: you can buy stuff from people that need money. Like soldiers always need money. And if you open it up near like a military base, like somewhere big, like Fort Hood, Fort Pope, or big Air Force bases like Eglin Air Force Base, shit like that. You can make a very good profit. That's why you see so many surplus places around military bases, because these people have all of these fucking gear, and they need money all the time. That's why it's a good business model. And at the same time, you could open up a gold buying store within your store. So there's many ways there's many avenues that you can make money from this. The disadvantages of it, it's high overhead. You need licenses for this shit, and you gotta have a good location. You gotta pick a very good location. Like, you gotta be near a military base and shit like that, because you just can't open this in the middle of nowhere. Like, you can't open this shit up in Miami, Florida, and expect to make a lot of money from it, because you won't be getting shit from the general public, and there's not many places that you can buy DRMO stuff from. Like, the nearest thing, like in Miami, you would have to go to Homestead maybe, or somewhere like in North Florida and stuff like that, or Central Florida. It's very far away, so it's really location. How to make money off a surplus? Okay, it's like, well, if you're in the military like I was, this shit's for you. It's like, well, what job did you have in the military? What equipment did you use? Like, were you a diesel mechanic? If you're a diesel mechanic, you could do shit like buying fucking, trucks, Humvees, stuff like that, fixing it up, making them street legal, and then selling it for like 10 times the amount of profit that you buy it for. Because you could really buy like a decent like Humvee. I know they're pieces of shit. I know they're pieces of shit, and they flip over like for anything. I know that. But like, you can buy these shits for like a decent one for like, like $2,000. And then sell this shit for like 20 grand when you make it street legal and you get all licenses and paperwork for it. It's not that hard, but in certain places you can't do that shit. Like in Texas, they won't license a Humvee, a military Humvee and stuff like that. So you have to know your local laws and restrictions and stuff like that. Like if you're like a car mechanic, you can do the same thing. You can buy a whole bunch of government cars. The GOVs, like, like those Chevy Impalas, the late model ones. Like, after like 5 years and stuff, this shit goes for auction. You can buy it, fix it up, flip this shit for a profit. Like, the shit I did was computer network crypto telephone switching. And with that is like, I did computers and shit like that. So what I can do is like, I know what to look for in computers and stuff. And networking equipment. I can buy that stuff and flip that for a profit. So this just falls down to your category or AFSC. I have a whole thing that like riflemen, security forces, the people that got fucked over for training. Because you guys like are non-technical fields, like you're ground pounders. You can open up general military surplus stores, since you have the knowledge of like, what works and you know what doesn't work. You know what shit breaks all the time, and you know what shit doesn't break all the time. And you can have your own really good store, make a huge amount of profit in this. Okay, like, I'm gonna use my job an example, because like I don't know what job you guys have. This is what I was. I was a 2E2X1. I did computer network crypto telephone switching. So what I'm gonna, so you see this, what I did in the military. You individually, you guys know what you did in the military, and you can use that as a strength. To find out what to bid on how to form a business around it. And if you guys have questions on it, like, just tell me what your job was, what your career field was, and I can tell you, like, hey, you should look into doing this, you should look into doing that. You can just leave a comment for me in this video, and yeah, I'll fucking tell you, like, hey, you should look into this shit, dude. There's a lot of money in this. Okay, for ground pounders and stuff like that. For people like with no technical training from the military, like cops, riflemen, shit like that, you can make a shitload of money in like scrap metal. You know, when the Army and the Marine people and the Air Force too, they shoot a whole bunch of that artillery rounds. That brass is worth a lot of fucking money. That's copper and tin inside there. And if you buy this shit cheap enough, you can go take it right from where you bought it at and take it over to the recycling plant and flip it for a profit right there instantly. Oh, hold on, I'm drinking. Yeah, the opportunities are near endless because you have access to cheap material. It was like the military constantly constantly like what's that? You see them auction off copper, like in the form of wiring and shit like that. And you can buy this shit dirt fucking cheap and then flip it for shitloads of fucking money. And then just save that money. Don't fucking buy booze with it like how I do. Don't buy booze with it. Save up. Buy more things. You know, grow your profit. Like the rules of acquisition: expand or die. I'm trying to help you guys as much as I can because like whatchamacallit, you have smart people that understand how this stuff works, and then they have the frontline people that, and they don't tell these people how this stuff works, and that's what I'm trying to break the boundaries in this. Okay, how does military surplus work? Okay, you guys have probably seen the Dwight D. Eisenhower talk where he says we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought by the military-industrial complex. The problem is General Dwight D. Eisenhower failed. The military-industrial complex won, and we're always in war. Pretty much, America, we've always been in fucking war for the longest time. And to keep this war machine going, we have to keep buying a whole fucking shitload of stuff to supply our troops with the cheapest best. The cheapest best like uniforms, the cheapest best jackets, cheapest best guns, cheapest best material. I mean, you can't use this to buy firearms and stuff like this on the government bidding sites. But you can buy shit like Humvees. You can buy like LMTVs. You can buy like what's that? Cisco switches. You can buy computers. You can buy almost anything. You can buy fucking kitchen equipment. I see that shit all the fucking time, and that shit's worth a lot of fucking money. And you can bid on this stuff because we need this to keep our military fucking working all the time. Because like our military is huge, and we got this unlimited fucking what's that? Credit card that we just go buy shit. And every October, you know how this shit works if you're in the military. Okay, and how to bid on surplus. I'm only going to be going into two sites. I know there's more. But I'm simplifying it. The government liquidations. This is for surplus and Gov Planet. It's for vehicles. A lot of these vehicles and stuff, like, what's that? They have restrictions on them. Like, you can't take them out of the U.S., shit like that. The surplus ones, certain items have restrictions on it that you have to, like, X out the... you have to deface it. Somehow and shit like that. Like you use like a permanent marker to mark out the names on the uniforms and stuff like that. But yeah, you can bid on all sorts of shit. Try to find something near you where you live, and what's that? Before you go, you have to fucking see the item. Remember, this is surplus shit you're buying. This is stuff that's been used by the military. We abuse shit. We abuse shit all the fucking time, and it's not gonna be... That description you fucking read and they say it works is probably a fucking lie. You have to go there and see for yourself. Because there's a lot of times, like, shit doesn't fucking work. So you gotta go there and make sure before you bid on it and wish your hard-earned money, you take a look at the item. And then, yeah. What's that? Good luck, guys. Good luck. But some items... they require strange things to purchase. Like some require you to pass background checks, like especially to buy Humvees and like cell phone intercepting equipment. They sell that stuff. I seen that go up on sale at what's that? Government liquidations. You need background checks and swear you're not gonna sell it to the Chinese government and shit like that. But yeah, you as a U.S. civilian, as a U.S. citizen, can purchase this, and if you're military or ex-military or retired like how I am, I can go on base and just look at this shit. I can just make an appointment to go look at this stuff whenever at DRMO, and it makes it a million times easier. So good luck, guys. Good luck. Here,